When was the last time you used AnchorLink? I sat down with Lori Murphy, the program coordinator for AnchorLink, to discuss what AnchorLink is and how it's being used on campus.
AnchorLink is Vanderbilt's new online student involvement platform. So what it is, it's intended to help students manage their experiences outside the classroom, get involved on campus, and it has a variety of functionality to help manage student organizations. So it's kind of the central location where we have information about everything that's going on in student life. So students can go, they can join an organization, find out information about the groups that they're involved with, or see what events are happening on around campus. AnchorLink actually came about as a VSG initiative that was going on for the past few years. So students had always been saying that there wasn't really a central place that they could find information about student organizations or about events, and there was never a really good fix for that. At the same time, VSG was having issues with the existing voting system that they had, so they started looking into voting websites, and the old Attorney General actually kind of stumbled upon Collegiate Link, which is the kind of generic name for what we call AnchorLink on our campus. And so what we found was that it had much more functionality than just simply being a voting website. So it ended up having so many features that we decided to kind of bring it on campus, and it's become, or is becoming, a really central point for managing our co-curricular student experience here at Vanderbilt. So we've been really excited so far. I mean, we had obviously had no idea how this was going to go, and we have had more traffic to the site than we really expected. We've had over 700,000 page views so far. We've had almost 1,300 events put in the system. Besides advertising events, tracking attendance at events with card swipes has been a really popular feature for student organizations. So they can find out not only how many students are attending their programs, but who's actually attending their programs, and even capture email addresses for students who may be interested in joining their group or finding out about more events. And so far this semester, with the 100 card readers we have, we've had over 66,000 students and community members swiped in the system. So a lot of times people will say, I don't really know how much is AnchorLink being used on campus, because maybe they've used it to vote in an election, or they've been invited to an event through their organization. And certainly as the new system, it's going to take a lot of time for students to get acclimated, but we're really excited because it's being adopted very quickly. We're excited to see when this class of first-year students actually graduates from the university, how much AnchorLink has become kind of central to their undergraduate experience. So besides the features that it has for student organizations, AnchorLink also has a lot of things that it can do for just your average individual student. So there's actually a co-curricular resume function that everything you do in AnchorLink, all the organizations that you're a part of or programs that you participate in are tracked in the system, and it auto-populates a resume for you that captures kind of everything that you're doing outside the classroom, so it wouldn't be on your academic transcript. And so it can be really great for students when they're applying for internships or going to have their first meeting with a career counselor, and having a lot of information, even including learning outcomes and skill sets from the groups that they've been a part of, that can be a lot more robust information than what they might be able to have on their own. Students can also track their service hours through AnchorLink. It's something that we're working with Oaks a lot to how to educate students about that. So Vanderbilt students do thousands of hours of service every year, but they've never had a way to quantify it. And so a student could actually go log into AnchorLink and keep track of their service hours, and then have that information later on when they're applying for scholarships or graduate school. And it can also help benefit the organizations that they're a part of. So say if service organization members are keeping track of the hours that their members are doing, and they can show here's the impact that we've had on our community, that gives them a great opportunity when they're applying for outside funding or for ACFE funding to say, okay, here's what we've done, how we've gone above and beyond and really impacted our campus.